Today we'll talk about witchcraft. Wow. I know you never prepare. Or what can I prepare? Well, there are many sources that talk about this in the Zohar and everywhere. Of course, we have to interpret this in the right way. Actually, today in 2022, there is a lot of interest for some kind of anomalies, supernatural occurrences. Normal people are interested in this and some kind of special forces, etc. Okay, let's start. The way people see magic hasn't changed in these millennia. If we look at a normal set of a wizard, the things he can do to treat illnesses that official medicine cannot treat, maybe interacting with supernatural objects. The third thing is magical influence on inanimate objects to move things and to pass on information at a distance, maybe see the future and so on. So the question is the following: how does Kabbalah treat this? What's the attitude of Kabbalah? Because a lot of this came from Kabbalah sources. Actually, I don't think that a lot came from Kabbalistic sources. I don't think that there is that much in Kabbalah that could be connected to earthly, supernatural phenomena. No, I think that this is something that's ascribed to Kabbalah. And what Kabbalah talks about is not it's not about supernatural things, but about natural things, what actually happens. But in order to feel, to perceive, to influence yourself, influence others, for this you need to have certain supernatural qualities, feelings and forces. But it's not a miracle. This is it's something that anyone can attain. In the same way as a child can look at something grown-up is doing and will seem like a miracle to him, but then when he grows up, he will be even more of a wizard than what he saw when he was little. It's knowledge and possessing this knowledge, and there's nothing to do with wizardry. Is there a root of wizardry in the upper world? Again, this is for the people who don't have an understanding of what actually happens. And those that know, those that attain this, it's not mysticism, it's not magic, it's not anything supernatural, it's normal. And I would say that the thing is, there is nothing supernatural. As I've already said, a young person cannot do, and the grown-up can do. Well, people talk about all sorts of curses, evil eye, people can move objects. As I understand, Kabbalists cannot move objects with their mind. Well, Kabbalists actually try to avoid this, all these things. Their goal is to reveal the Creator. And this is attained by attaining the level of the Creator and not magic, not tricks. So I'm saying there's a positive force in nature, we can call it the Creator, and there are some negative forces that come from this, and maybe the person feels this positive force, maybe there's a Maybe there's a root. The root of everything is the Creator. So what's the goal of why do these things exist in our world? What's this ability to harm someone else? The root of everything is the Creator. He exudes this force of good and love, and this force is revealed in a person as absolute evil. And this is written in the book of Zohar, that the human is created in this way. Why is he created in this way? In order to understand that he is in an opposite state to the Creator, and he needs to want to become similar to him. So, if we say that there's a law of the root and the branch in Kabbalah, we study the system of impure forces. And maybe in our world there's also something like this? Yes. It is said in the Torah that there is no magic against Israel. What does this mean to the people that yearn for this force of bestowal? Because Israel is straight, and El is to the Creator. Means if someone wants to reveal the Creator, he's called Israel. This can be anyone in the world. It doesn't matter what color he is, where he comes from. Nothing matters apart from one thing. This desire, this yearning for the Creator, to become similar to the Creator. The Creator is a good force, 100% good. And if a person wants to achieve this, attain this state, to become good and good that does good to everyone in the world, then he becomes similar to the Creator, bit by bit. There are 125 degrees, states, this ladder, and then he's called Israel. If he does this, then nothing can affect him apart from what he needs to overcome these degrees to attain the Creator. This is like protection from all these evil forces. When he works with this, when he's in this constant yearning to become closer to the Creator, he attains a state when this becomes his mission, this desire, his intention, his feelings, his yearning, and nothing else can influence him. And if it does, then it's in order to give him rejection, obstacles to get even closer to him. It is written in the Torah that these people are higher than stars and zodiac signs. Yes, they're not affected by all kinds of signs of good and bad ones, all kinds of wizards and so on, witches. And can it influence other people? Yes, it can. How can this be that the Creator is good that does good, that He gives this to everyone? But whoever takes it upon themselves to become similar to the Creator, they can overcome all the other forces and directs himself at this. So why does this given to other people that they can influence others in a good or bad way? It's also in order for them to overcome this. Who? The people that are given these forces? Yes. So that they use them in the right way? Yes. So if a person is a wizard or a witch, he or she can harm themselves. Yes, of course. Of course. If he doesn't use these forces to become close to the Creator, if he doesn't do good to others, then he makes his state worse. So this famous phenomenon that's connected to Kabbalah, it's Pulsa de Nura, is like a hit of light. When a group of people tries to direct like this, it's like an attack on someone just with their minds. It's not connected to Kabbalah. No. This is called avodah zarah, or like other work, foreign work, something that's distant from us.
You say
that wizardry is a psychological phenomenon. You wrote this in your blog, but it can affect people who don't know that they are under this influence, because there's a connection between us. This comes from our source, from the system, full of interconnection between us, that's called Adam. Adam from the word domem, similar. This system is similar to the Creator, and we're all parts of this system. The system went through a breakage, and we are distant from each other, we're disconnected from each other, opposite to each other. This system of Adam Rishon broke into egotistic parts. We have to overcome this antagonism, this rejection between us, and come to connection between us. This is our mission. And we have to do this here, while we're alive on this earth, in this world, as it is said. This is our work. This is a system of connection between people. Can we say this? Yes, it's a system of connection. And what level is this on? It is written a system of connection of the souls. What does this mean, souls? Soul is means our inner yearnings need to be in connection between themselves in a way to, when we're connected, so that we would form a certain combination of forces, thoughts and yearnings that would all be directed at the good. And then we, from all the good yearnings for each other, will create a whole complete interconnected state that's called one single soul, that will be similar to the Creator, with, in terms of how good it is, our mutual yearning for each other. And then this soul will be called Adam, from the word similar. Is this similar to cells in our body? They're also connected, and that's why there's life in them. Yes, but this is on the human level, yes? With our feelings, with our emotions. Yes, we have to be connected with our feelings, our emotions, and start now. So, as Kabbalah says, because we are connected from the very beginning, that's why this sort of magic can influence other people. No, actually, in our times, there is no wizardry, there's no magic. These are just wrong names. This doesn't work. Maybe we can call it in other ways, conformity, wisdom of the crowd, some kind of influence of a group of people on someone. Yes, of course, this does happen. This is a result of this system of Adam Rishon? Yes, of course.
Скажите, вот когда человек вызывает на себя окружающий свет,
when a person awakens, attracts the surrounding light, and this light affects and changes his thoughts and his nature, can we refer to this as wizardry, magic? No, this is a physical law. When many people gather and they're thinking about a certain intention between them, how to attain correct states,
Как вы думаете, сколько еще времени займет у человечества,
How do you
чтобы
think,
перейти от всех этих...
how long will it take for people to go from these superstitions to true attainment of nature? This doesn't depend on time, it depends on when we start to do the right things. If we want to rise above our egoistic state and reach a state of connection and love and interaction, then we'll truly become closer to the state that's called Adam in Kabbalah. Adam Rishon. This is what we have to attain. There are governments where there are laws against magic and wizardry, shamanism. Yes, but what does the law have to do with anything? It doesn't affect anything. How many laws do we have in UN, in the European Union? What does this change? How many nice laws did we have in Russia, and what happened in the Soviet Union? The main thing is for us to take it upon themselves, these laws. As it is said, we need to follow the 10 Commandments. I don't think anyone is against this in the world on paper, but to respect your parents and so on. But who actually follows these laws? Because a person is an egoist, and any rule that he hears, he accepts this rule in a way that's acceptable to his ego and what's beneficial to him. What would you recommend to people that feel some kind of curse or evil eye? What would you recommend to them? To act in good. To act in good upon others, and in that way you negate all the negative influence on you. People also write that the evil eye or curse, it's many people have experienced this. Someone maybe envies you, or maybe someone has some negative thoughts about you. People don't take pictures of their children, for example, as a superstition. You meet this, you encounter this not only in Africa, but also everywhere. People are afraid of things, of these superstitions. Yes, the evil eye exists. A person's bad desire, because we're all interconnected. If he thinks of others in a bad way, he creates a disturbance in their behavior. This is what I wanted to ask about. Of course, if I'm an egoist, I'll envy others. I'll be bad towards others, but then you suffer. Yes, but why do some people have some kind of force that they can concentrate this evil in them and influence others in a specific way, and others don't have this? This depends on the source of our soul, the root of our soul. Yes, I have friends, women, they'll look at a child, and this child will have a high temperature. They'll become sick. She doesn't want to do this, and the other people know about this, but this happens.
Yeah.
So what can we recommend to this person that has these qualities? I have a lot of these examples. But if the person wants to get rid of these qualities, what can they do? Yes, they can, but they can't. So they can try, they can do good. At the same time, this is their quality. Yes, and really, why all kinds of wizardry are more common in women? Women are closer to nature. Women are closer to nature. What does this mean? That's why this feeling of connection with nature is more developed. So nature is the ego. No, in general, we don't have to translate this as ego. Just closer to nature, to feeling nature itself. Women are closer to this. Her physiological part is very close to nature. And that's why it's true. There are wizards and there are witches, as it is said.
А что значит силы моей души?
What does this mean? Forces of my soul. A person has forces of his soul that are hidden from him and which he can develop the more he tries to do good to others. Why am I asking? Because you say the Kabbalah says that there's only one force, and all the negative forces, the person awakens them by themselves. All the external, all the evil forces come from my soul. What does this mean? The soul, the person's soul is a desire to get pleasure. If he awakens this desire in a way to transform his desire from giving bestowal to himself to giving bestowal to the Creator, the upper force, then he can do good to others. And this is it. And there's nothing else to do. All we have to do is to attain these forces, good connections, good influence on others, and then eventually in unity between us we'll feel the Creator, the upper force of nature, and then we'll be able to do anything. And the last question: why does a person have such interest towards supernatural things? This is connected to us on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's not something that is well studied. We cannot have any clear connection, interaction with this. Where can I find this upper world? How can I influence it? What can I do with it? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this. So can we say that this is in a person's nature to yearn for something hidden, and what's revealed is not interesting to him? Yes, of course, this is natural. And children want something that they don't understand, unknown, that they can give them some sort of fulfillment. Okay, so we've gone through all the questions, but just to conclude, most of the questions were about protecting yourself from evil eye and curse only with good actions, just good deeds, nothing else. You can't protect yourself. There is no boundary, there's no antidotes that can protect the person. Only good actions can protect us. Well, some people go to other people to help them. No, we don't need anything. Of course, a person, sometimes it's curious, it's interesting, and it may be true what people say outside of Kabbalah, but I don't recommend it. There's no point. And the mechanism, how do they work, these curses and so on, the magic? It's because we're interconnected, and in some people, we're all egoists, and some people have this kind of force that they can use against others, and sometimes they do it unconsciously, right? Yes. Yes, unconsciously. As I spoke, as I mentioned before, this woman. So good actions, bad actions, it doesn't matter, we'll always influence each other. usually in a bad way, negative way. If we want to influence each other in a good way, then we need to do what Kabbalah tells us, to neutralize your bad inclination, your evil inclination, and to invert it, to turn it upside down into good. Well, with the bad forces it's clear, but some people can do good things. There are good wizards, for example, that they can heal people. This is also forbidden in the Torah. Why is it forbidden to help others in this way? Because this doesn't happen through right forces. In accordance with the right forces, the person has to produce good energy in themselves, connect to good energy in others, and then they'll create the right field between them that will guide them in life. They'll heal them, support them, and so on. If a person has these abilities to heal people, can he use them or not? Usually, these people, if they're serious, they have they are given an okay from above, so to speak, just like Kabbalists. And if they're not serious, they just do what's beneficial to them.
То, о чем мы с вами говорили, вообще как там может продвигать человек?
So just to sum up,
Все эти явления в нашем мире.
how can these things move a person closer to revealing the Creator? All these phenomena. Eventually we'll realize that nothing can help us apart from the wisdom of Kabbalah and what it tells us to do. Meaning, to achieve a state between us when only good deeds, only good actions can bring us closer to this force of the upper force, and then we'll be inside this force. And this is actually the true goal of humanity. Thank you very much for the answers.